and is an Emmy Award winner, a Telly Winner, and also a voting member at the Grammy Awards.
So, as I was saying, in a film, there are two main things a director can ask you to write. They can ask you to write a song, or take a song that's already pre-existing, or they can ask you to write the underscore, or the theme, or whatever the case might be. And oftentimes you're going to do both. 90% you're just doing the score, but occasionally there's a song. So I thought it'd be fun to kind of look at some songs from movies that you probably already know, like a little name that tune kind of thing, and see if that sparks sort of your memory of that particular film. So I'll play a tune, and then you tell me if you know what movie it's from. What's it from? Mrs. Robinson from the movie Graduate. Now that song was written by Paul Simon in 1967. It wasn't really written for the film, but the director kind of took it right away. So that's an example of a song that was kind of pre-existing, but they've shoved it into the movie, but a song nonetheless. Here's another one. All right, so what's it? Eye of the Tiger, yeah, from Rocky 3, yeah, that was 1992. So that was a song that actually was for the film. Sylvester Stallone said, hey, I want this kind of tune. And they were on the song from Queen, and the Queen said, no, it's not going in the movie. So they went to, I forget the name of the rock band, but kind of went to that. All right, now here's a different one. This one won an Academy Award in 1986. Now close. Take my breath away. Top Gun, right? And you'll notice with all these songs that they tend to be in a key moment of the film, not a whole lot of dialogue. Like the Rocky thing is that training sequence. Right, so it's kind of the song is the highlight. Really, that's what you're focusing on. Same thing with Take My Breath Away. It's just the song and then the physicality that's going on the screen. Here's another one that was written in more of a kind of a movie musical thing, which was written specifically for the film. How about? Beautiful tune, Al Lincoln. So Beauty and the Beast, right? And that's more of a movie musical kind of thing, animated feature. So those are all songs and key moments of the film. So that's kind of component number one. You asked to write a song for a film. Component number two is really just writing the theme. If you think of any John Williams piece or anything like that, it's short, it's truncated, it's not 16 bars, 32 bars, verse, chorus, it's 3 or 4 notes. I see this if you go like 150 years back to Beethoven. Great example. Beethoven number 5, 3 notes, right? And then he does it again. And then you take that idea, just like you do in a film score, and then you kind of spin it out into a longer form. Listen again, little transition, and then he does it again, right? Or really, it's just 3 notes and then kind of a rhythmic concept. So if you apply that to film score stuff, that really works. And John Williams, I think, is a great example of this minute detail spinning out into a larger form. So let's do name that tune in 2 notes for film score stuff, right? Name this tune or name this movie. Right, yeah, 2 notes. And he goes 3, and he goes 4. And it kind of spins that out, right? So 2 simple notes. And if you listen to the entire score, it's not just those 2 notes, but how does he develop it? How does he move it? How does he transform it? So that's a cool thing. All right, how about 3 notes? See if you can guess this one. Of John Williams.
Closing sounds.
Yeah. Fair enough. It's higher. You're really just kind of a 3-note concept spun out into that. How about 5 notes? 4 notes, sorry, 4 notes. Yeah, right? Indiana Jones. 4 notes, right? These transformations. So it takes that key idea and then develops it throughout the course of the film. How about something a little bit longer? How about 5 notes? Another John Williams. Close Encounters, right? And the whole film is kind of based on those 5 notes, and the lights are flashing and all this kind of stuff. And Spielberg and Williams have this great relationship where the music and the film had this great marriage together. And then how about something a little bit longer, like a full phrase? Easy, right? So a little bit longer kind of thing. So when I write a theme, I think of it more in that way. Like, what is the kernel? So in the short film that I did, this Manhattan thing, small town America, I wanted something kind of nostalgic, something very simple. So for my theme for this town, I just did basically 3 or 4 notes. Sounds like closing commentary. So I just took those real simple notes and thought, all right, what does small town America kind of sound like? And then you develop it into more of a tune. You keep building it. And I'm in minor key, still 3 notes. 3 notes again, we transpose it down the scale, and then. So that's that idea. So I just take those 3 or 4 notes, and then throughout the film, depending on what's going on the screen, you match it to fit the emotional context. The key, a song versus a theme, you never want the theme to overshadow what's going on in the action. So if you recognize, hey, the music's awesome, you're not focusing on the dialogue, you're not doing your job. Where in the other case, it's a song like Eye of the Tiger or Take My Breath Away, that's okay, that's kind of showcasing that moment. And then, like I said, I had to write a song as well for this. So in the film, she's in church and she's talking about how she used to sing a hymn with her mom. Song years or something. There was an actual song with it, but I thought it would be neat to write a little hymn for that particular moment. So I'm going to play the little tiny song that I wrote for this. Pardon my singing, but the time for mourning has now passed. Out of the depths I am home at last, shining in splendor, radiance deploy. It raised me up and filled me with joy. So a very short, tiny little song, but it kind of spoke to that nostalgia. And so there was a moment, really in the end credits, where I got to do that. I hired a singer, and we had that kind of collective ending to the piece. And then the cool thing about this is I sort of wrote the theme to go along with the song. So that way the two, at some points in the film, interject. So, for example, here's the tune, the song. Very simple, right? And then the theme, if you remember from earlier. And then, if you put them both together, they still kind of work. So you see my left hand is the song, right hand is the beat. And they kind of come together. So that was kind of the fun thing about this, taking a theme, taking a song, putting the two together and seeing how they work within the documentary.
Woo!
Thank you.